In this video, I will explain how to configure and use the total process yield report in WATS. And the report is found under reporting and the report list, and go to yield, and here you can find it, total process yield. And what this report does, it counts up the amount of units that has passed the final test. And that can be configured in the unit verification rules, and I'll get back to that. Let's first pull up some data. And let's look at a week, and let's look at this week. So we'll go back to the 29th. So now we get 1 week of data, and I'll not enter any more filtering. I apply the filter, and this report will now load one row for each product and period. And in this case, I only have one week of data, so everything is week 35. And you get one row of data for each part number, and you have the product name as well. So what this shows me is that for this top product, 24/11/23.100, in the current week, we have started producing 149 new units for this product. And out of those 149 units, 25 has been finalized. And within this period, there is totally been finalized 64 units out of this part number, but some of these 64 may be from a previous week, meaning started in a previous week. So these 25 are the ones out of these 149 that are finalized and make up this percentage in the total process yield. So let's go ahead and look further down the list, and we will find something that deviates. And in this case, for the 24/12/46.500 product, you can see that what shows up in quantity finalized is a question mark. And this is because this product has not been configured when it comes to the unit verification rules. And I will now go over to the control panel to set up this setting for this product. But before I do that, I want to investigate the product itself and see which processes we actually test this product in. So I'll use the drill down, I'll drill to the yield report. And once this loads, we can see it immediately. We have the part number that we drilled from, and it's tested in installation, pre-burn-in, burn-in, and final function test. So these are the processes that I want to configure this product to be supposed to go through. And to do that, I'm going to go into the control panel. And before I do, I'll copy this part number for convenience and enter the control panel. And I'll go to process and production and find the unit verification rules. And these are rules that apply for either products or product groups that define the run of a unit through its testing. So we're going to create a new rule, and we're not going to assign it to any product group, but we're going to assign it to the part number that we picked up in the previous report. So we have the 24/12/46.500 part number, and I want this rule to apply for all the revisions of this part number. Once I've done that, I can select the test operations that I want this product to be tested in. And as we remember, we had the burn-in test, we had the final function test, we had the installation test, and we had the pre-burn-in test. I click done, and now this rule is created. But before I go back to the total process yield, I want to look at these actual processes as well, to explain the order of them. So I go into the process list, and this will show me all processes, including test operations, repair operations, and so on. So let me just filter out to make this a little easier to comprehend. I'll remove all of them, and I'll show only the 4 that we are going to use for this product. So I'll select the burn-in test, the final function test, the installation test, and the pre-burn-in test, and apply the filter. So these are the 4 processes or test operations in this case. And if I sort these, you can see that they all have a process index. And for the installation test and the pre-burn-in test, the process index is 0. And the burn-in test has a process index of 75, and the final function test a process index of 100. all these process indexes can be configured as you like, and the meaning of them is that the processes or the test operations should be executed from the low index to the high index. So in this case, my unit verification rule states that for this product, I will have to run the installation test and the pre-burn-in test, but it doesn't matter which one I execute first. But after these two, I'm supposed to run the burn-in test, and since that has the next but one highest process index, it's supposed to be run last, the next but last, and then the final function test has the highest process index and should be the one executed finally. So in this case, for this product, what will determine if a unit is viewed as finalized is that it's passed this last final function test. Knowing that, we can go back to the reporting and go back to the total process yield. And in this case, let's pull up some more data, look at 30 days, look at it weekly, and now we have the part number here. So let's look at this part number exclusively. I'll apply the filter. And now we get one row for each week. And let's start with week 31. So in week 31, we started production of 3 new units of this part number. None of those 3 were finalized within that week, but one other was finalized within that week, probably the one that was started week or 2 before. Going into week 32, 2 new units are started. No, none of these 2 are finalized, but yet another is finalized that is started from another period. And coming back to week 34, here we have 91 units started. Out of these 91, 86 are finalized. And those are all the 86 that were finalized within that week, and so on.